Hey everybody, it's Craig Valine here, marketing performance strategist, founder of EMP. How are you today? Today I was on a coaching call with my coach, Jim Palmer, and we were talking about getting stuff done and finding the one thing that we're good at and what we do best. One of the things that I've been able to do well is run and facilitate a great group, a great community of people, entrepreneurs, small business owners, professionals for the last 11 years. One part of that group is my mastermind. There's now currently 8 people in my mastermind, 4 of which have been with me for 11 years. So there's power in that. Members pay up to $5,000 a year to participate, but they get stuff done, which is the title of this video. GSD, get shit done, get stuff done. I was just reading, I don't have it with me, I was just reading the No BS marketing letter from Dan Kennedy, and that was a big part of the letter. But one of the things that we help people get done is getting a book done. I think a book is the ultimate authority tool, and in a moment I'm going to give you a bunch of reasons why a book is a tool that you must have in your arsenal. Whether you are a professional or whether you're a brick and mortar or whether you're a salesperson or whatever, a book is a huge differentiator, and I'll tell you why in just a bit. But just for the sake of sharing, this is our latest author, Brenda Smith, who's in our mastermind. She's been with me on and off for 10 years. She's been in our mastermind. This is her 2nd year. We challenged her to get a book done. She wanted to get one done, but we challenged her to get a book done in a period of time, and she got it done. She updated the mastermind every month for about 2 months. I think it took about 2 months, less than 2 months, 6 weeks maybe. But we challenged her to get it done by a certain date. And every time I tell her to do something, she called me and say, okay, I'm done with this. What do I do next? And I tell her what to do. Okay, I'm done with this. What do I do next? So she got stuff done because number one, she wants to attain her dreams and her goals in the fastest time possible. But she also wants to be held accountable so she doesn't, get shiny object syndrome and start doing something else or procrastinate or whatever. But she wrote this book, and look, it's a thick book, She did this on her own. And on her own, meaning she got it done, meaning not by a traditional publisher. She went through non-traditional publishing methods. She did not get it done by herself because she had the love, support, and accountability of the mastermind. Another mastermind member who's no longer part of the mastermind, but he was for years, Jeff Barch, who is a Hollywood editor, and he catered to to other editors, to hobbyist editors and such like that. If you hear a dog barking, that's my dog barking out in the backyard. Apologize. But anyway, he was relentless to get this done and done very well. He did not skimp on it. He did not just settle for a self-published look. He made it look like a traditional publisher got it done. And he did this on his own, but he was held accountable each month at the mastermind to get it done. He got it done, and I was so proud of him when he got it done. And he got a nice personal message in there to me. Also a nice personal message in there from Brenda telling me, thank you for the help. Thank you for the support. That's what the mastermind is for. Another person who's not a member of the mastermind but got her book done was Claudia Sheridan. She's our EMP social media marketer in residence. But I helped her get this done, and we got it done. We had some mistakes along the way trying to format it. For some reason, it wouldn't format right. But she said, I am speaking at an event and it needs to be done. So guess what? We were on a time deadline and we got it done. And again, another personal note saying thank you for your help. It's just part of being a part of the group. Whether she was part of the mastermind or not, she knew a book was an important tool, and she got it done. The ultimate guide to getting started with social media. Another one of our honorary life members, Dr. Dennis Buckley, not part of the mastermind, but part of our group, our original OGs, if you will. He's a founding member, but he's also a lifetime member because he exemplifies what I teach in EMP marketing. He used my format. I coached him to getting the book done, and he ended up getting a 2nd book done. So just someone who gets stuff done through accountability and through having the right tools and resources. I gave him the framework from my own book to be able to get it done, and he got it done. He's a very well-respected person in the chiropractic community, as well as the local community in Pasadena, but also to the massage therapist community, which he was trying to help people, massage therapists utilize our type of marketing skills. I got mine done in, I say it was 7 months, but it was actually 4 days because I had to be accountable to myself. Funny story. It's not funny. It wasn't funny at the time. It's funny now. I kept on telling my mastermind group, the one that I facilitate, that I was going to get my book done. And it's an ugly book, as you can see, but it's a book. It looks like a book, reads like a book. It is a book. I kept telling them that I was going to get it done. And finally, I went out to lunch with one of our members, and he goes, "How's the book coming?" And I said, "It's coming along. I'll have it done next month." He goes, "Don't worry, Craig. We don't expect you to finish it." What? Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm supposed to be exemplifying what I'm teaching everybody else. So guess what? Over the next 4 days, because our mastermind was 2 weeks away, I got it done. I don't know how I got it done, but I got it done. I had no idea what it was going to look like. But as you can see on every left side of the page, there's a quote. I wrote it in a specific style so that the dual readership path, those people who don't want to read word for word, they can glance at something on the left side of the page and go, this guy knows what he's talking about, or I resonate with that, or I agree with that. And so the book really came together, and it's been a great lead generation tool for me, great credibility and lead generation tool for me. It's not the prettiest book in the world. It looks like an ugly book, but it looks like a book. It is a book, and if people open it up and just glance at it, they'll know that there's some good stuff in there. Another one, this is not a book, but it's a booklet. It's a consumer awareness guide written with my help through Dr. Ronald Kozlowski. I interviewed him, and we just kind of went through some format. And this little booklet is included in his shock and awe package, so that when people request information about his services, he sends a package out that sells him in advance. One of those things is this. Now, we're going to expand some of this into a new book that he's writing. He's almost done with it. But this is a powerful tool in itself. My friend Mike Capuzzi calls them shooks, short books. We call this consumer awareness guide because what it does is it challenges all the myths, stereotypes, and opinions about your business, and you challenge them, showing that you're the one who can solve every problem and myth that's in this guide. So that worked. Another one that I did not help write the book, but is again an author, is my 11-year member, also an honorary life member, Dr. Brian Berg. He has several books, or he's co-authored several books. This is one called The Gift of a Smile, and every new patient gets this. Every new family gets this when they come in. Makes him look more, he's an author. See, Dr. Brian Berg right there. So a book goes a long way, and let me give you some of the reasons you might want to do a book. And especially if you wanted to start it before the end of the year, or at least get committed to it, I'm going to give you a reason to do that. Number one, you can use a book for client gifts and to create client loyalty. Number two, you can create it as a marketplace differentiator. If you have a book and the person who's your competitor does not have a book, you get seen as the authority, not them. Number three, it's a great way to use for referrals. Now, if I said, hey, I'm looking for professionals who have this problem, and I tag, let's say I just put, a little note in there that says, hey, Dr. So-and-so, give this to the person. If you have struggle with referrals, read this chapter. They're going to read the chapter, read that I know what I'm talking about, and they can use it for a referral source. Like, it's better than letting someone speak for you when you can hand them a book and it can speak for itself. It can speak for you, right? It can be used as an income stream. If you have it on Amazon.com and you reference things on social media or on your website, or if you sell it on your website, you can sell it for money. You're not necessarily going to get rich that way unless you go through a traditional publisher. But again, you have to be in charge of your own destiny there. But you can make money from it. You can use it for media coverage and free publicity. Send it, talk about a current media issue, and then include your book when you send the press release, or send it to a local journalist or reporter and say, I'm available as an expert, testimony in case of any stories that come up with this, like with your expertise. You can use it to acquire clients through lead generation, get offered as a giveaway, or sell it for free plus shipping. You can use it for the law of multiplicity. Again, if you can't be in front of people necessarily, what if they find your book in a bookstore? What if someone gives it to you? It allows you to multiply yourself to multiple people without you having to be right in front of them. Okay. It's credibility power and celebrity power. Once you become an author and how you promote yourself, you are now a celebrity in your target market, especially if you cater to your target market. It can be a cost-effective marketing tool if you've got nothing else. A book is super inexpensive. You know what? I mean, other than the cost to help you create it, if you choose to do that, it cost me $2.95 to print this. Now I have to pay for shipping to get it to me, but $2.95 per copy. I don't think you can do a color brochure for $2.95, okay, per unit. It gives you, it allows you to be heard above the noise, okay? When other people are getting brochures and things like that, yours is showing up. Here's an instance. I went to, it covers multiple benefits here, but I was going to the Ice House Comedy Club in Pasadena to get them as a client and be their outsourced marketing director. I showed up with a book. No one else did. And the owner, Bob Fishers, goes, look at this. He talks to the other managers. Look at this. He has a book. You know, it gives me, elevates me above anybody else who's trying to compete for the same position or the same role. Okay. It instantly did that. He was super duper impressed. It allows you to share your message to the world. You know, I mean, again, you can market this anywhere online, on Amazon, and Amazon is a kind of a, not a wholesaler, but a clearinghouse for other bookstores online. They can get your book, and you know, in this country and other countries, and use it as a networking tool. Depending on the size of your book and the cost, you know, if I went with, let's say, Dr. Ron's thing, I could carry something this thin, or I could carry something like this, and it's still going to be a powerful networking tool if you meet qualified people out at events. Okay, you give them a book instead of a business card. That's huge. Or in an ad, on online or offline. There's so many benefits to having a book, but most of all, it establishes you as an authority. The word author is in the word authority. A couple other people I want to put shout outs to who also started their book in our mastermind. Hank Uloff and Sharon Uloff. They started the marketing checklist book. They had started it through someone else, but they were held accountable through us, and they asked us questions about it and everything just to keep them on track. They have since written multiple other books. Boom, boom. Ted Moreno, who's a founding member of our mastermind as well, or our Info Mastermind, he wrote a book and that he compiled from his blog posts. Andy Spikel as well. Andy Spikel's in our current mastermind, 5 years now, and he's combined his blog posts into a book. If it looks like a book, it is a book, okay? Again, ugly book. What I did was, to make sure that I got thick on the book, was I had licensed to some articles that from Dan Kennedy and Bill Glazer, and I included them. And guess what? By having them in there, I also come up in the searches for Dan Kennedy and Bill Glazer. So, so very powerful, very powerful. So, you know, how long are you going to wait to start your book? I've helped several people in our mastermind create their book, or at least keep them on track to get their book done. I do it in a simple interview style. It doesn't have to be what you think it is. It can be, it just has to look like a book. And I create questions, generally out of the 20 most frequently asked questions about your business. If you've already written blog posts, we can compile those things. If you have, you know, and again, I have tools and strategies for taking a book from this booklet to making it look like this. And one of those ways I did it was by putting quotes on every left side of the page. That was my strategy. It doesn't have to be yours. Brenda Smith did something similar. She put quotes on her other left side of the page. Okay, so it doubles the size of the book. It's more hefty. Costs a little bit more to print, but not a lot. But if you want to get a book done, and again, tie it to a strategy that will allow you to get more clients or get more speaking engagements or whatever it is that you want to do. Number one, consider being part of a mastermind, whether it's mine or someone else's. But the other thing is you got to have accountability. I help people get books done, and I help them put it in a way that makes it sell for them in advance by way of shock and awe kits, by way of lead generation or lead generation websites, opt-ins, lead pages, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, just consider getting a book done as soon as you can. And, you know, again, no other way that I've seen better since I've been running my mastermind is through the mastermind, just having accountability to get it done. And if you like a challenge, like, you know, get it done or not, you know, it's like, I'll get it done. You know, Brenda Smith did that. Jeff Barch did that. Hank Uloff did that. I mean, a lot of other people who said that I want to get a book done, and they were challenged, they got it done, including myself. So that's all I want to say. It's about GSD, getting stuff done or getting shit done. One of those things that I help people get done is getting a book done or getting a guide done, the simple consumer awareness guide, which may or may not look like this. It could be a printout. It could be an actual book. This one just happens to be a booklet that goes in as shock and awe kit. But anyway, hope this was valuable to you. Get stuff done. Have accountability. Have a coach. Have someone guide you. Have someone facilitate for you. But get stuff done. And by the way, get a book done as soon as you can, if you don't already. If you don't know how to use it, again, part of the way that I help people is creating the strategy on here's what to do with it. So hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please share it with somebody or leave a comment below. And we'll see you soon on the next video by Craig Valine. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.